Well, this one was worth seeing. Sort of made today. Not much out here, but wind turbines, and I saw an antelope as well. Well, I made it to the canyon. I'm going to walk in today. This is going to be a true petroglyph hunt because I have not walked in this canyon before. Well, I walked in this canyon, but not in this section. And I'm hoping to find some petroglyphs. You know, it's like fishing. You may get a bite, you may not. There are places in this canyon where faces like this are decorated. So I need to check them out. One of the problems is just one guy looking is it's hard to cover both sides of the canyon, so I pick a most likely one. Decided to head over and look at this dark spot. And there's nothing there. That's quite a big side canyon. I'm not going to go up there though. The main canyon is more encouraging. Maybe a little bit of a drop here. Yep. Oh, look, even a little water in it. Pour-offs like that. They dig little holes, and the holes hold water the longest. See the cow tracks down there. They know where the water is. Closer to this first pour-off, and I think I see, yeah, I do see a couple of petroglyphs over there on that dark rock, just above the next pour-off. So these are the first ones of the day. That's a little, it's like a four-toed foot, I would say, rather than a hand with a squiggle above it. A circle with a dot and a tail on it, and maybe a little lizard man above that, and another similar bunch up above. And I guess there's fainter stuff down below. These have probably been damaged by the water occasionally running over them. Here's the creek. Here's where it would go, and then dig this hole down here. Closer. See, it's a pretty nicely made little lizard there. And animal with the tail. Here's the foot up here. And here's a little squiggle. There's another little lizard. Lizard man. Close up of these. There's the snake. Here's that four-toed foot. Here's this neat one down below. See, that one's a little bit deep. A little bit uphill from those. Some similar ones in the dark here. I mentioned that the animals know where this is, but probably more importantly, the ancient people did too. It's been digging this hole here and having a pool probably for the 1,000 years or so that these people were living around here. See some faint marks on this big rock, but I can't quite tell what they might be. I've been going about an hour, and you know, those may be the only petroglyphs we see today. Just to the side, going up the hill a little bit, You know, it's the rock pile here. Could have been made by people who decide to live around the water. But moving just a little further along, you can see more recent people like this too. Huh. Maybe a corral that is no more. Well, another side canyon. I gotta check these out. Nothing here. I don't think. Looking ahead, might be an old dam up there. Well, that is an old dam, but it's damming up the side creek coming in. And it looks like we have another one over here from the main creek. The early people who moved in around here in northern Arizona were very diligent agriculturists, and they did a lot of stuff like this to make water. Oh, there's a date. I think that's November 11th, 1940. Huh. So that's not the real early ones then. That's somewhat later. They had normal concrete. Apparently over there as well. Sort of interesting that there's no water behind the dam, but there's plenty below it. This must be the, again, probably ancient pool that was dug out by this drop here. I don't know how deep that would be, but deep enough to hold water, keep it for a long time, even when it heats up. I circled around and come down to the bottom. Sometimes they leave petroglyphs right at these ponds. Oh, some more water. Here's another one. No dam. Just a natural pour-off. That's a pretty cool rock formation. Just come down from this way. These are always a little spooky looking. Some of the canyon's pretty nice walking. I could move a little faster if I wasn't looking. I started doing less looking because I'm more than 2 hours in. I think I've only done about a quarter of my path. So I got to pick up the tempo. Well, this part looks so problematic. I'm going to have to find a route around this. It's gotten a little windy. Looks to me like a rancher is or was pumping water out of this little pond. I've ended up coming up pretty high to get around the obstacle. You can see through those trees there, that's where the water is that we were looking down at. And maybe you can see the pipe going up the hill. Well, and you can see going down, there's another barrier. Water that will have to be bypassed. So I was planning to walk about another mile of this canyon down to where it has an intersection with another one. Then I was going to walk that one about 2 miles, sort of diagonally, sort of back, and then cross country to the car. I think I might stay high. I may never go back down to this canyon. I may just cut over to the other one. I've got a 2x zoom on right here, but you can see how the creek cut right through that that rock right there. See the smooth edge on top that's broken and then continues. And that's where the water is down below. I'm still not thinking it looks very attractive to go down there. particularly since I haven't found much down there. This little side canyon gets in the way, but judging by this cairn, somebody's been here before. No real surprise. Well, I've decided to come down the main creek. Oh, a few hundred yards, maybe, I don't know, maybe a third of a mile, I'm not sure, before the fork. Back down to the creek here. I don't see any obstacles. I also don't see anything likely to have petroglyphs either. We've been going about 3.5 hours, coming up to the fork, or I guess it's a Y. We're going to take the other branch back upstream in the general direction of the car. I don't know anything about this canyon. I hope it's, well, I hope it's pleasant walking, and I hope there's some petroglyphs. It's up that way. Some cactus flowers coming out. I'm not sure. Maybe a porcupine? I'm not sure. Pretty similar to the other canyon. Well, the canyon seems to be ending here. Either that or this is a big step. Anyway, can't go forward. Well, here's how to bypass it, but canyon doesn't seem to have much going for it on top. And I'm near the end, according to my map. So I think I may begin the cut cross country back to the car. Not many petroglyphs, but I got an idea in my pocket. We'll try on the way back. I've never really been near these wind turbines before, but I can hear a roar that comes from them. If I didn't know better, I would think it was a aircraft flying overhead, but it's been a continuous sound. It's coming from them. I also notice it looks, I don't think it's an illusion, it looks like those arms don't swing at a constant velocity. Each arm looks like it accelerates at some point and then slows down. I'll have to check that out. Well, there's something. I've picked up a number of things that I thought could be pottery and they weren't, but this one was sitting right here. Yeah, nice piece of black on white. Well, I didn't take any video on the walk back. The wind was blowing a gale right in my face. The audio wouldn't work much at all. I mentioned I had an idea for something else to do, and I do. There's, I learned about what I hear is a nice petroglyph place, and it's not too far from here. It is near a place I've been before, but I understand that I missed it, and I'm going to go back and try to find it. So why don't we do that? Wake up. Wake up. We're going to go see if we can find a petroglyph out here. I've been walking around, but I think that's one I'm looking for. Yeah, that's a nice panel. I actually didn't know what it looks like, but this is worthy of taking special note of. Depends on how the light's hitting it. A lot of stuff going on there. There's some feet. This does remind me of a panel I saw not that far from here. Maybe I'll stick a picture of that in. Well, this one was worth seeing. Sort of made today. Back to the car.